This episode of Keeping Tabs is brought to you by Doot Loot, your one-stop shop for Japanese and Russian foils. If you spend $100 or more, you'll earn free entry into our online cEDH league this month. So don't miss out and upgrade your deck's bling today.
Critical EDH, unleash this beast.
Dude, Max P wants off the league's wild ride.
Dude, this is such a good image from Ty. Basically Max P, he went to Disney World with his family. And was like, oh, this is actually pretty fun, and he posted a photo.
Immediately, I turned that into a sticker on my iPhone.
It's so good. And then Ty posted this is the Infernal Plunge, and I love it. I wish we could actually get like a real altar.
I think we need to do like a dark rid or something where it's like a bunch of people going like this around.
But yeah, I just wanted to shout this out. This is a great from Ty.
Dude, he's teetering on a crash out. Did you see that?
I have seen that. He's just gone against God hands apparently.
He's like, I'm tired of it. I'm crashing out on Twitter.
Dude,
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the retweet. Just let me know.
We'll have something to talk about in this slow season.
I don't think it's that slow. cEDH is feeling good right now, and I kind of like these periods where we can relax and settle in and practice. And like right now, I'm putting Kinnan together, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But just some time to reflect and like stretch our legs a little bit.
Yeah. The meta feels better than it's ever been in reality.
Which makes me very concerned that they're going to ban something.
I hope not. I really hope not.
It just, the way it is.
I know.
It's not good.
Let's hope. Yep. Let's hope nothing gets banned. Maybe some unbans, but it's fine.
Speaking of not much going on, we had 2 triple critical EDH pods over the weekend.
Yeah. This first pod, Jason had the most nuts Kinnan hand I think I've ever seen in my life. To the point where he looked at his hand and went, yep, keep. And I was like, there was not even a full second of thought here.
Didn't he top deck a fish?
I thought he had fish in hand.
Okay,
I don't know. He showed you the hand, and I was like, oh, I'm terrified.
In one of the pictures on this, there's the hand somewhere. But
yeah.
Jason, Jordan, and I top forward, which was very cool. Mm-hmm. And then Jordan stared at the wall because he was playing Jund. And me and Jason, I was like, I don't have enough to deal with Jason.
Yeah.
But like, I can try. And I like put up a fight and we lost.
I think I walked over and I saw you like him talking, being like, hey, this game is already over. Mm-hmm. I'm going to grind you guys into oblivion.
Yep.
Like, you guys can concede now or not. And I was like, God damn.
Yeah, because he was locked behind a Dranith for a while. So he's like, I'll just pay for fish. And then he paid for fish on 7.
That thing had 7 lives, bro. 7 birthdays.
Yeah. No, and like he untapped, paid for 7, and then won.
Jesus, dude. Jeez, how many years is that in like dog years? Was that a full-blown adult fish?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
But I will say, like, I'm thoroughly enjoying like showing up to these events and taking photos and stuff. It just kind of keeps me engaged, and then also like sharing the photos after. And I'm a very visual person, so I've mentioned it on the show so many times where I just like I don't have a memory for certain things. Okay. Especially like specifics in game, and like I don't remember Fishbowl. Like I don't remember who I was paired against, or like I remember like
don't either.
I have like emotional memories. I remember how things made me feel, right? But because I took a bunch of photos at Fishbowl, Emily's peering at something.
Yeah.
You might want to cut.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I just like have a very emotional memory, and I remember how things made me feel, and like I use that to be like, well, I don't want to feel that way again. Therefore, I'm gonna like change my play style or play patterns and stuff like that. But now that I'm like taking photos at events, and it's totally amateurish. It's not Freedom Waffle level of photo or anything.
No.
I'm having fun. But then I can go back and look at the event and I'm like, oh yeah, like
this is the hand I kept.
Yeah, it connects the dots for me.
Yeah. So. Was it this event or the last event that you wore the police cam, dude? Or have you done that yet?
Oh, it was this event. So right where my microphone is, I just got a DJI Osmo Mini.
Okay.
And it has like a lanyard with a metal plate on it, and it's magnetic. So like you just magnet it to your chest, And I was recording games, and I was like, dude, this guy, like, I was talking about like politics, and I like sent a bunch of people like a recording of it, and they're like, wow, like this is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Had the body cam on.
It's very enjoyable. It's very funny to like see people react to a body cam, and they're like, wait.
I don't think anyone saw it actually.
Oh, really?
No,
That's
no
so
one
funny.
mentioned it like at all because I was wearing black, and so like the camera itself is black.
Okay.
And my hair is like kind of long, so like
Yeah.
my hair is down to here, and the cameras are like right about here.
All right.
So I don't know.
That's funny. If someone starts lying to you, be like, hey, so
speak up.
say
a
that
little bit.
again one more time.
Say it with your chest. And then I wore it also when we went card shopping for level 7.
Oh yeah, that's where I saw some footage of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was fun. It's cool.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to use it for like a ton of content creation, but it's just like another tool that we can have in our tool set.
Yeah. Actually, did you pick up anything with like, if people didn't watch that video, did you pick up anything on Black Friday that was pretty cool?
I set a limit for myself of like, I'm probably not going to spend more than $300 out of pocket.
Okay.
And then I went to the counter and picked out all the stuff I wanted. And they're like, your total is $680. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, and then I'm sitting there doing math in my head. And I said, are you guys taking any trades? Because I have these 2 cards I like want to get rid of. And then they took my trades, and the total was like 180. I'm like, done.
Perfect.
Like easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just got like some staples and stuff. And if you want to watch that video, you can like seek through towards the end. Jason and I go over what we got. It was pretty cool.
I picked up almost a full set of retro foil fetches with all of the store credit that I have.
Those things are expensive, dude.
Yeah, they are expensive.
What the hell?
Yeah, but I mean, it was the best time to buy them. So I think I'm missing the Woody Footy and the Windswept Heath.
Yeah. I picked up one for you, and I was like, I kind of don't want to spend a lot more because they had like duplicates of the others, but they only had the one of that one. So I was like, okay, well, he's probably going to go to the store anyway. I'll just pick up the Bloodstained Mire.
Yeah.
And then Emily opened some packs, and she opened a Jessica's Will, a Demonic Tutor, and a Jeweled Lotus.
Too bad the card's banned for another
Unban
month or so, probably,
Unban it.
hopefully.
So
Actually, you know what's crazy? So we're going to talk about the tournaments that we're probably going to go to in
Sure.
January. There's a non-zero chance that there might be like unbans that happen
right before.
a week before that tournament.
No, dude.
Like it legit might happen, right? Like they
or
said they
bans happen?
might, or bans happen, which is like crazy to think about.
This is something very real that we should start to consider and start to plan for, because if J-Lo gets unbanned, I think the kind of feeling is that Jeweled Lotus might get unbanned.
Yeah, I think that's like the common consensus that it's probably gonna come off.
I don't think Crypt is going to get unbanned, even though it should be. Risk Study, I'm kind of 50-50 on.
I was on the fence of it, or on the side of the fence that it wasn't going to be banned, but seeing Entomb get banned in Legacy made me concerned.
There's that, and also some very, very knowledgeable people in our space.
Yeah, that's true.
They're very adamant that it is going to get hit the chopping block.
But there is also people on the other side of that fence that are part of the committee saying that it's like definitely not happening too, right?
I don't trust them.
I'm just saying
I'm
there's
sorry,
a voice out there.
I just don't.
You know?
Like they've already showed their disregard for our format.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I'm just not particularly enthused with that. Like we'll see what happens, right? But
yeah.
So,
Sorry to go off on a tangent, but I think that's like something that we actually needed to think about, because like unbans and bans are real.
Yeah.
That might start happening way more common than we're used to, and we need to start learning how to pivot.
They really shouldn't be banning stuff because we have a bracket system.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Just restrict it out of the bracket.
Yeah.
Like there's no, you are literally making the rules, therefore you can do what you want. Don't tell me you can't do that.
Yeah.
Just
There's
do
also
it.
just like
they
they definitely can just be like, hey, these are bracket 5 cards. You know?
That's what I mean. Like
they're
they're saying that like, well, we're not going to do that. We're just going to use the game changers list.
Yeah.
But like, it's already a game changer. So like, there's a step in between you could take, which is restrict it to our bracket.
Yeah.
And then.
But if they ban it, it's like, oh, like they are saying, hey, this is too strong for cEDH or a bad play pattern.
Which is
for
insane
cEDH.
because
yeah.
Like, is Zach Adler on that?
I mean, there are people in
there,
our format that are saying that Ristic Study is bad for our format, right?
A lot of those people have I think, quieted on that opinion a little
Yeah,
bit.
because I agree, because our format has given a giant middle finger to that card in the last month and a half.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But stop going on a tangent here. We can continue going on.
Okay, sure.
But I think it's just an interesting thought to go off of.
Yeah.
I'll have to slot in Heartwood Storyteller if they ban Risk Study.
No, dude. I'm going to eject myself from the format if that happens. Speaking of new stuff that's coming out and that we're part of, we are Mana Pool affiliates. This is basically like TCG Player with a way better search feature.
Yeah.
And you'll find like all of the same stores and stuff that you would get on TCG Player.
Okay.
So
is it pulling from like the same, like do people have to sign up to do
they're separate.
Mana Pool? They are separate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, for example, Toa Magic is on this.
Got it.
So you can shop Toa Magic on here. I don't know if their inventory is entirely uploaded and all that stuff yet. But what I really, really like about Mana Pool is that you can search for other language cards.
That's gas.
Where on TCG Player, when you try to find cards in other languages, it just like ignores your search preferences.
It's also like kind of hard. Yeah, like sometimes it starts glitching if you like click multiple types of languages.
And then when you click on a card in here, it shows you all the printings of the card.
That's so sick. I love it.
So I've been doing some window shopping on here, and what? I have stuff in the cart.
Oh,
Emily's
funny.
Okay. I did actually manage to buy one card, which was very cool. I bought a Dragon Scale Japanese Arid Mesa.
That's sick.
And it was 60% of what it should cost.
Okay. So it's some good deals in there.
There's some good deals.
Okay.
And especially if you're looking for like foreign language cards, you might be able to find some stuff that's like, hey, this isn't selling and the seller just wants to get rid of it. So anyway, if you want to check out Mana Pool, you can use our code CRIT or just click on the link in the description of this video. We get a small kickback and we'll put that all back towards the league or prizing or just running our show and stuff like that.
Nice. Speaking of tournaments, I'm definitely going to this now.
Very cool.
I'm pretty sure Jordan has already also bought his ticket, like his flight. We were able to snag, it sounds like there's 12 people from Denver going.
That's
including a judge and some people from Basics, and I'm super stoked. A bunch of the Fort Collins people are going, which I was not prepared for.
I think their experience at Fishbowl probably were like,
I agree.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah,
like,
this is sick.
Yeah. We always love to have more people from our locals go to these things. That's awesome.
So I think like the boy Hazen's going, Josh is going.
Wait, Hazen doesn't travel for tournaments at all.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty wild. He's like, I haven't been on a flight since I was 12 years old.
Oh my God.
And so we're like, okay. And he's like, yeah, just send me the flight information. I'll come with. But I want to fly with people. And I'm like, yeah, sounds great.
Sure.
Like, let's do it. But yeah, I'm super stoked. Like, I'm very excited. It sounds like there's going to be a European contingent there. I know that the casting cost guys might be going, possibly. Yeah, I'm hoping to see a bunch of people there.
Jason and I are 1 foot in, 1 foot out because we got invited to go to Breach the Bay, which is happening the same exact weekend, and that's Dute's tournament.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. To me, anything that Dute touches is going to be a success.
Yeah,
and
I
I think
agree.
that like these are so far away that they're really not going to be a lot of crossover between.
Yeah,
them.
I don't think they're gonna like eat each other's player base at all.
Exactly. So
yeah,
we're trying to figure out what we're doing for that weekend, but hopefully we get to go to one of these. So
yeah.
are we still doing the league stuff for that tournament?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this month and next month, but
Oh,
I need
cool.
to double check.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to compete in our league and get potentially like a free entry to that tournament,
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
yeah.
Speaking of other tournaments coming up, the New Jersey cEDH Solstice is coming up. This is their second event. The last one had a massive wait list, and I think the max player count on this one is much higher.
Yeah, so I think the last tournament they ran was like 80 something, and they had like 30 people on the wait list.
34 people on the wait list or something ridiculous.
But I do think that this has a lot higher entry. The last tournament went really well, from what I understand. People enjoyed themselves, And most of these guys I've met a lot of them. I met a lot of them at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Landers and DJ Lynx. And those guys, they're all awesome.
They're all awesome. Great personalities. I saw a lot of photos of them at Frenzy this last weekend.
Yeah, I saw those photos too.
Big personalities, fun to be around. They just kind of take up a lot of the air, which is good.
We have a really old interview with DJ Lynx from Fishbowl 5. One of the interviews Eric did.
That was like your first, like that was the first time that we did like content at an event, right?
I think so. Like at a major event at least.
Yeah.
Because that was in March, like March 1st or something like that.
For sure.
And we started our channel right after I went snowy, which was February 1st.
February. Okay.
So
yeah.
I cannot believe that was this year.
Yeah, it's pretty bananas.
It's kind of crazy.
it's very crazy.
But we're looking forward to this event from the guys in New Jersey.
I don't know if any of us are able to make it out there.
The timing's too tight for us.
Yeah.
With the holidays and stuff. But we know that this event's going to pack out regardless. So,
yeah. Dude, the East Coast, man. I'm like jealous of how many events like that are drivable distance to all of them.
It's not as drivable as you might think.
Yeah, but there's like degenerates, right?
We're from the East Coast. It's pretty hard to navigate. Even like if it's 3 hours away, that feels like 6 hours away for us. Because of like all of the strain of like traffic and you can't just like take one highway, you have to take like 4.
Okay.
It's not quite as easy as you might think.
So it's like us tripping down to Heisenberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole deal.
Okay.
Because like I think about it, like I drive from here to Level 7 North, that's 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's not that bad. But I think about driving 45 minutes in Pennsylvania, it's a totally different experience. And it's not something I want to do.
Dude, that's the same thing as like Southern California.
Yeah.
Like people are like, oh, hey, come to this thing in LA. And I'm like, there's 0% shot. I'm just not doing it. Like,
So it is cool. Like there's a high density of people and a good amount of events, especially in like New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, stuff like that. But I think people are going to want to travel for this one.
Yeah.
So, all right.
December League.
Yeah. Dude, I 30 seconds that I made this. Like,
that's sick.
But it looks really cool.
It does look really cool. I've thought a long time about trying to get like a print of all of the original 10 dual lands.
Ooh.
And just like putting them up on my wall.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Because I know, well, it's actually not that bad. Rob Alexander does like his ones. And they're like $35 for each one of them.
That's not too bad.
But I just don't know if they match with the other people that have done the duels. And I'm like,
types of prints?
Yeah, exactly. But sorry, tangent, but it just reminds me of like, oh, that's an idea that I want to do.
We just thought it would be fitting to use a taiga, which is red and green for Christmas and December and stuff.
And the snow fits,
The December League is going to be a bit shorter this month. It's going to be 3 weeks essentially on the dot. So the 1st to the 21st. And we're doing that to allow for time just for people to, go home for the holidays and spend time with family and stuff. But we're also going to run an event between the 21st and the 1st of, first of the year, so that if you're not going anywhere for the holidays, you have something to do.
Yeah, but it's like a less pressure event, something smaller for people.
We could do a high roller event.
I guess we could do a high roller event. That is true.
Yeah,
we'll
figure
do like some
out.
Type of tournament or something like that. We haven't really settled on it yet. But with December League, we are doing cash prizing, I believe.
We're doing cash prizing, altars, all the same stuff that you would find in any other league that we've done. We are just trying to pin down all the details, kind of snuck up on us.
Yeah.
But
sorry, once again, that's my fault.
Now I can point at you. I don't have to be like, oh, it's me,
It's also just like we're collecting a bunch of like artists. A lot of people are donating for this this season or this month. And we're going to be giving out a bunch of altars. I've seen a lot of them, and some of them all of them are very, very cool.
So I think the idea is that we're going to be giving out some of the stuff versus just like, oh, well, you have to perform well.
Yeah, I think we said that like maybe like 20 games in the month or something along those lines just automatically enters you into it.
Yeah, probably like 15 or 20, like maybe not quite one game per day.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going well already. It's only the 3rd of the month as of right now. We have over 300 people signed up. We are still having a massive number of games per day. There's tons of high-level cEDH happening.
Mm-hmm.
So look for more information about our league coming out. It'll be on Twitter. It'll be on our Discord somewhere. Oh, speaking of alter arts, I brought up some of these. These are what some of the alter artists are sharing in our Discord. And I don't have all the names attached to these. I just wanted to kind of go quickly through and share some examples.
So I know that this is Eerie Candle.
Okay.
And he is donating, I think he's donating 3 cards for for December's month. One of the Mystic Remoras, I have told him that it might not make it to the giveaway because I might just send him money for it. Because I love a lot of what he's doing.
Dude, this Adnos too is
so
it's
what
really good.
His style, he takes band covers.
Oh, okay.
Like CD covers.
Yeah.
And transfers them onto cards. So, but there's some obscure French punk band that just has a pretty dark cover on it, and you're oh, just transfer that over to this card, and you're this is awesome.
Dude, like a Ristic study that's Tame Impala Currents or something.
Yeah.
There's
he's got some stuff cooking. So he sent me some other stuff that he has in his binder, and I'm super stoked to show the rest of some of the stuff that he has.
Cool.
But Adnons, it's so sick. I'm sending.
I just kind of very quickly pick these. If you scroll up in our art channel on Discord,
there's so much stuff.
There's so much stuff.
Yeah.
This was, what's her name?
Leah Callaway?
Something like that.
Something along those lines. She's still pretty new to our community.
I think if you click on the image, it zooms in.
Yeah, this thing is amazing. I was just kind of scoping out her Instagram, and she actually doesn't do a lot of commissions for Magic cards. Mm-hmm. She does just a random movie posters and other types of art, but the quality on this thing is bananas.
Yeah, I wish I had the backside of Raoul there too, but just go find it in our Discord. You'll be amazed either way. And then
sorry, go
starts
ahead.
with a D. I don't know.
I think it's Ducky.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Which he is also sending stuff to give away.
It's so cool. I really don't know what to say about it.
I really like Ducky's stuff too. He's been posting art in there, I don't know, once every few days he's posting a new
I think
card.
what we should start doing is start just sending these artist cards and be do what you want.
Yeah.
We'll pay you whatever. Send it back to us. And then we'll be here, it's from this artist.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we have a showcase piece. But we'll figure that out. And I'm just so excited for all the prizing and different things we're going to do for this month. Hopefully we can get some stuff that people like. I'm sure everyone's going to love it. Speaking of other projects, I can't stop myself from working on things.
True.
So it started with adnons.gg and just having that as a place where we can have a lot of written and longer form content and things like that. A section on adnons, which is there kind of in the interim while I was building this, was just a coaching forum.
Yeah.
So you could say hey, I'll use Zach as an example because he has a post on adnons. Zach Adler posted hey, I'm Zach. Here's all about me. Here's some events I went to. And I've been performing well. Here's my top deck profile. Here's how you get a hold of me if you want to be a coach. And that was all leading up into this project. I'm working on this project with Demetrius. He's doing most of the legwork on coding and stuff like that.
He's the goat.
Insane. He's so good.
He's actually the goat.
But he's working with me. I'm basically the quote art director for this.
Okay.
Because I'm this is what we need. And he's okay, I'll make it work. I'll make it happen. That kind of stuff. So it's been very, very fun to work on this with him, and he's put in a lot of legwork.
Yeah.
But the website is called pregame.gg. So the idea is that if you want to get some coaching in cEDH, this is your one-stop shop. You don't actually have to pay us anything. This is just a directory where you can find a coach.
Yep, exactly. So from what I understand, this page just opens up kind of a little bit about the player, what they're known for or what they think they specialize in, and then just access to them, whether it be their Discord name or through their email or through Twitter or something along those lines. Whatever they deemed the best way to access them for coaching. There's 12-ish people in there.
Yeah,
right
if you're a coach, basically you submit a form and it fills out your coaching profile.
Yep.
You get to upload a picture. and then you can set your own rate, all that stuff. Right now, it's totally free. It will be a very minor fee in the future as we start to expand. Just for the coaches, though, not for the users. So if you're a player and you're looking for a coach, just go to pregame.gg, search for your coach. If there's you want to get coaching on Niv-Mizzet, Anthony's there.
Or like, oh yeah, hey, I'm learning Rog Thras. Like, you have access to Pigeon, right? Like,
you don't have to DM Pigeon for coaching. Yeah. You can find him here.
I do think you should still DM Pigeon for coaching.
True. But it's just like we're trying to build out like a tag system. So if you want to learn Turbo, it'll show you all the coaches that specialize in Turbo.
Yeah.
And
so this is also very, very, very new. It launched
for sure
yesterday.
Yeah, it launched yesterday.
So 2 days from viewing this video.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's like it's kind of bare bones at the moment, but it's gonna get built out. But yeah, I mean, these are the coaches that you would see in cEDH right now.
Some
obviously,
of them.
Yeah,
we
want
more,
right?
And I think our mission at Critical EDH is not just to be tournament grinders and put up results and stuff like that, but we want our format to grow. We want there to be resources. We want to be able to provide resources for the community where, yes, it's me from Critical EDH working on this project with Demetrius, but really, like, this is a standalone project. This is a neutral ground where...
Yeah, realistically, I didn't even know about it until Logan's like, hey, test this. I was like, okay, sounds great.
And same with AdNaz. Like, it's owned by me, but, like, really, it's not a Critical EDH thing. Like, we want it to be its own thing. We want it to be, like...
It's also just, like, a way to connect with the community. Like, our community is very, like, quote-unquote regional right now, and I think we're trying to bridge the gaps between the regions, and I think stuff like this and stuff like AdNaz and stuff like the League really help that.
Absolutely. So check this out, and if you have any feedback on like features we need, or just like, hey, you guys really fucked with your code and like it's broken, please tell us. We'll fix it.
It's a very nice browsing experience.
That is nice. If the user interface feels good,
and it works. It works well on mobile too.
It does. It does.
I've been doing these deck showcases, and I felt like doing one for Kinnan, but just because, like, for me, it helps me talk through the deck, even though I'm just like kind of showing off printings of cards. But like, I think there's something to be said about familiarizing yourself with the actual printing of the card that you're playing, and also like getting used to seeing it, because when you top deck it, like, I don't need to sit there and like read my card and be like, what's the context of this?
How could you? They're all in Japanese.
That's very true.
True. But I also like showing off cards, and people like looking at cards. And Kinnan is weird because like I get to use a lot of the green cards that are just rotting in my binder because I'm not
green.
Green, like with asterisks. Yeah.
Sorry, that's an inside joke in Critical chat.
We censor the word green.
Yeah. As in Jason and Logan censor the word green because all the other ones are green believers.
True. But yeah, I think like going through the process of building the deck and putting it together and just committing myself to learning the deck, even though it's very far from my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
I think there's something to be said for that.
Yeah. I think also just like making emotional connections to certain cards that are just like, they look cool and sometimes they feel good, and like that like connection in your brain is wonderful to have sometimes.
I don't know how to describe it, because if the cards didn't look cool, it wouldn't feel as fun.
Yeah, I agree. I also I think it was last week, someone was like going through my Atraxa deck, and they're like, this deck's like pretty dope. Like, and they're like, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. And I was like, oh, that's the first time I've heard that, because I usually like compare myself to Jason's blinged out farm.
Sure,
and you're like, it's not possible to reach these heights, right?
Yeah, and like last weekend I pulled out, I re-sleeved farm, and by re-sleeved I mean I added another sleeve. So
this thing is a tower. It's
triple
this big.
Sleeve.
It's literally
sleeve.
Yeah, it's gigantic.
It doesn't fit in any standard deck box. I had to buy what is it? The Talarian Academy.
He essentially bought
academic.
a cube.
it barely fits in the academic. So that's like 133 plus cards, right? So like I pull it out in like sections, right? And then shuffle it. And two hands, I'm like, but then I put it on the table like this.
Dude, we played a game like last week, and you like handed me half the deck. And I was like, sick, I'll cut it. And he's like, no. That's only half. Here's the other half. I was like, wait, what?
And it's just like the gravitas of that. And people are like staring at it going like, oh, like that's kind of crazy. I don't know. Yeah. It's funny.
It is funny. It is very funny. But yeah, go check out the showcase.
It's up on Patreon.
Really pretty cards.
Early access for patrons. It'll probably be out the day after this episode comes out.
Nice.
Speaking of ad nauseam, this thread was so cool. I was so surprised to see it. But like, this is exactly how I want the forum to be used, because this type of content would just get lost in
Discord. Yeah.
Or even Reddit, because like Reddit is not a place for permanent information.
Things don't stay there for very long.
Because it has like a front page and then like it just goes away.
Yeah, you have to like search for the information on Reddit, right?
So this is, I think his name is
Joe.
Joe.
I'm pretty sure it's Joe.
Yep. And he won Frenzy at the Falls. And so he's like, ask me anything. Like, you know, here's my deck list and here's my experience at the tournament and stuff like that.
Did you watch the finals game?
I watched part of it.
So I learned a crazy thing that happens in that game. So the finals was, I forget who was in seat one. Oh, it was Waffle on Kinnan, then Joe on Rogthras, then Niv Mizzet, and then Rowan. Right? And in the middle of Joe making so much mana, his Thrasios gets trick binded, and so he can't spin Thrasios anymore, right?
Sure.
And he has an Enduring Vitality out, and he tried to tap Thrasios for mana, and it doesn't work like that either.
Yeah, because it gives the ability.
Yeah, dude. Joe had a Thrasios with a Kinnan and Enduring Vitality and a Badger Mole Cub, and he like tried to tap, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, dude, you can't do that."
Wait, the Badger Mole Cub actually non-bows?
No.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Kinnan says non-land.
No. He was trying to tap. Yeah, but Thrasios wasn't Earthbound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he tried to tap it for 3,
Sure.
and they're like, "Yeah, you just don't know. Sorry, you have no mana left." And he's like, "Wait, what?" Like, yeah, and like I did not know that that's how Trickbind
Why is anyone
works.
running Trickbind?
I mean, it's Niv Mizzet. They have 50 pieces of interaction.
Niv, sure,
yeah, exactly.
I was like, is Waffle running Trickbind? That's news to me.
And it wasn't the Matt Hayes in the pod either.
Oh boy,
so
let's not even get started on that.
But it was a really fascinating game. Congrats to Joe as well.
For sure. Yeah.
This game ended up being a 1v1 game at the end.
Well, not for very long.
Not for very long.
Yeah.
And Niv needed to cast, I think, one more free spell to kill.
Yeah.
And couldn't find it in his hand, which feels so bad.
Yeah.
But and then Joe untaps with, I think, 80 mana.
Something like that. Yeah.
And it was just like, wow.
Also, Lamora just died.
Yeah, dude, I don't...
Very early on, I was like, oh, this is a 3-player game. That's kind of nuts.
Lamora had a really good run going into top 4.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Thoroughly enjoys Rowan. Rowan is a deck that we're kind of familiar with here.
We know all about Rowan.
Yeah, you like just can't let that deck untap. Like it feels like Gwenum, right? It feels like if it if it does the one thing, you're dead. Like
I think it was his semifinal game, and I was like, why are you guys politicking over like whether to interact with Rowan? Like just kill Rowan.
You have to get rid of it.
You have to get rid of it.
Yeah. Which I think he played it really well too. Like there was a lot of times where he realizes there was interaction and was just like, okay, like guys, it's fine. I will stop casting spells and just like don't do anything to me. Like I'll go next turn, you know? And and like I think he played it really, really well. I'm congrats to him for making top 4.
It fascinates me these sorcery speed decks, like just their ability to win games and put up results. And if you look at cEDH in a vacuum, that shouldn't work.
Yeah,
because
that was like one of the rules that I got told when I first got into the format, because I wanted to play like the Jeskai Narset, not the second best deck in the format, but the attacker.
It's kind of true though.
Yeah,
it's not a rule, but it is kind of true. And if you're like introducing a new player to the format, you're like, well, you spend 75% of the time like not on your turn.
Yeah,
so you kind of have to have like spells to cast and like interact.
Yeah,
which is largely true. Unless you're Jun Dargo, unless you're Rowan, unless you're like,
unless you're just you're gambling on, oh hey, they're letting me untap, I'm winning the game.
yeah,
Which, like, if it's a guarantee, then it's like, oh, that's pretty gas.
60% of the time it works every time.
Exactly. But yeah, I thought the finals was fascinating.
Yeah.
Also, I think Lamora won the Mishra's Factory in like the creator event the day before on Friday.
Yeah, good for him.
Which is awesome. He hasn't been playing a lot of tournaments, and
I thought he was going to bring farm.
I thought so too. I think he's like actively trying to get that deck banned. So like the more and more people win with it, the better it is for in his mind.
Interesting.
But
we put the deck together.
He enjoys Rowan a lot.
No, he put farm together.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is why I thought he was going to play it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he brought Rowan. That's interesting. And then he like wins, one event and then also top 16's another.
Also, can we talk about how
like
okay, I get that we are both foreign card believers, but like playing Rowan with your whole deck being Japanese and you're just like, what do these cards do?
We're foreign card enjoyers of staples, not whatever cards Rowan runs.
Like I think I did watch like part of one of the games that he was in, and people were like, I don't know what any of this does. Like I have no idea.
Yeah.
Which is so funny. It's so funny.
Hey, if you want coaching on Rowan, go to pregame.gg and find Anthony. He's on there.
Yeah, Glacial City's in there.
He plays Rowan and Niv.
He does play,
Yeah, dude.
He plays Rowan and Niv, which is crazy.
At an extremely high level.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was the only one that was doing insane with Niv last year.
And now there's another Niv.
And yeah, now there's another Niv, and now there's another Rowan, and now like...
I love our format. It's in a really good spot. Also, show me on the... Where should Ristic Study be banned based on the top 4 of that pod? Like, it shouldn't.
Was there was Ristic Studies in that?
Sure, but like that wasn't the driving force of the game, I don't think. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I watched a little bit of it. There was Ristic and Copy Enchantment, I'm pretty sure, happening in that game. But I don't think it determined the winner.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, are we seeing that those cards are maybe not?
It definitely determined the loser because Matt definitely didn't do anything that game because he didn't have a draw engine.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
yeah.
If you have thoughts on that, let us know in the comments.
But yeah, sorry. AMA, you should ask this guy. He won Frenzy, which is crazy.
It's a huge event.
Yeah, huge event. And this is like, Rogdrass, which like we have kind of been shitting on Rogdrass on the channel because...
Oh, it's, what's even really funny? I recorded with That's a Good Card.
Okay.
And on the podcast, they're like, do you think Rogdrass runs this card? And I was like, we here at Critical EDH are serial Rogdrass disrespecters, so like, I don't think about that deck at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if you take out certain results, it hasn't been performing well, right? The only one that has like actually done well with the deck was Pigeon.
Well, sure. But like, if you look at the deck, it makes mana and it draws cards.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty good standard. But
I also just don't know if it's like good in this meta right now, but obviously he was able to navigate it.
I mean, awesome. Like I said, I'm committed to learning all the top decks in the format. So is that the one I learn after Kinnan?
Ooh, I don't know if you have a bitter hatred towards Gaia's Cradle, and I don't know if you're allowed to play that deck.
I really do not. Anyway, maybe I'll talk to...
You'll DM Pigeon for coaching?
No, maybe I'll talk to... I'm bad with names.
Joe. I think it's Joe.
Yeah. Maybe I'll talk to Joe about it. We'll see.
Nice.
We've got some questions. The text is very small, so
we're going to need a producer help here.
She's going to have to read them for us.
All right. We have a question from the Baba. How would you recommend getting a local cEDH scene started? There aren't any cEDH nights at my LGS, and I really wish I was able to easily pick up games in person. How would you recommend starting up local cEDH nights / playgroups?
Go to Mana Vault Proxies.
Yeah.
Buy 4 cEDH decks.
Buy a bunch of cEDH decks.
No, just 4 is fine.
Sure.
Sleeve them up and walk around and teach people the format.
Yep. I agree with that like 100%. Like if you just have access to cEDH decks and have a bunch of them on you, 4 or more on you, just bring all of the, go to EDH top 16, grab the top 12 decks and print them out. It's a somewhat heavy investment, but then you also just have all of the staples in the format and never have to pay for another Magic card again.
True.
I also want to shout out Casting Cost EDH, cEDH. They did 2 episodes, like kind of back to back, about growing their scene. And in reality, most of their content is trying to grow the scene that they have out there.
Right.
Especially because like they have a problem with like proxies in the LGSs and stuff like that. But yeah, go get access to a bunch of cEDH decks. Go to an LGS, pitch it to them, being like, hey, I want to run a cEDH, like learn to play night or something along those lines. Mm-hmm. And, post some flyers and just start trying to grow, right? Anytime you start, like go around your local game store, and if you see people playing Commander and you see some cEDH staples in their game board, you're like, oh, hey, like, keep going. Like, like.
I've also found success with players that I can identify have what I call like the spark.
Yeah.
Or the
glint in their eye.
Glint in their eye. And I'm like, it seems like you might want to play cEDH if I like offer it, and then they go, well, I don't have any decks. I'm like,
oh, good.
Here's 12. Like, pick
choose one. Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of work growing a scene.
It's hard for sure.
It's all I did before we did Critical EDH.
Mm-hmm.
I would just walk around, go to play like casual
EG,
nights,
right? Like it was
Grounds.
EG, right? And there was like
Commander on Fridays, and then we would just have cEDH pods firing. And at one point, we had 4 cEDH pods firing every Friday.
Every Friday night, yeah.
And now we have events.
A tournament.
We have a tournament instead of that, which is insane.
Yeah.
So it just took a while, and it took a lot of effort, and we lost people along the way. We gained people along the way. And people will not like the format. People will love the format, and you'd be surprised that sometimes those are opposite of what, they're different people.
Yeah, absolutely. I also think like if you are gonna have like those just kind of staple cEDH decks around, have like a small little like guide just like stuffed in every. Yeah. Like a little cheat sheet of being like, hey, this is how you win with Breach. You need this many cards in your deck or in your graveyard, and these access to these cards.
Or Breach combos with LED and Brain Freeze.
Exactly. Something along those lines. Kinnan, all you're trying to do is make infinite mana, and then you win the game somehow, right? Then I'll show you, right?
Yeah, I had an Urza deck where the entire goal was just to make infinite mana.
Yeah.
And there were legitimate win lines in the deck, but for a new player, I would say, if you are able to make infinite mana and we cannot stop you, we will concede to you.
Yeah.
And then they'll go, okay, but what does that do? And I was like,
we'll show you eventually.
Once you make that, that's hard enough. It's that is the challenge, right? Mm-hmm. And for farm, it might be resolve Breach and a couple LED plus whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Breach was Blue Farm's goal. I guess having dry erase goals for each deck.
Check.
For Blue Farm, you want 25 cards in your hand sometime. You're like, oh, I've reached good Blue Farm.
Cheat sheet tokens.
Yeah. I think that'd be really cool.
Deck. That'd be cool.
I mean, that's definitely something that someone in the community has probably already done.
I think what we're saying, to make it simplified, is make it accessible for new players, because there's a lot of mental load that happens when you're playing with cards A, you don't know, B, are way outside the power scope of what you're used to playing with.
Yeah.
And C, don't have any of your cards in Japanese. You gotta have some high quality proxies and stuff like that.
I think in general though is have answers to questions before they become questions for new players, right?
Last thing I would say is, if you find stuff that's fun about the format to you, try to show other players why it's fun to you. Because we're not playing this format because it's a business, and it's not like a business transaction where we sit down and we're like, oh, good to see you. I resolve Breach and I take your money. That's not. We're having a good time.
We're having a good time.
It's very, very fun.
You have
to relate that to people that are used to being oh, Crater Hoof turned sideways.
I was saying, and I don't know how you'd be able to gain access to this check mark in the cheat sheet, but the reason why I enjoy playing Gwenum is when you attack into players that have Rhystic Study, they have hope in their eyes. And then like after their 4th counterspell, and you're like, yeah, I do not care. Yeah. And you just start seeing the hope like leave their soul.
It starts fading.
They're just like, wait. I've been told that if I can draw out of this, and you're like, no, you're just dead.
Yeah.
And like if you can capture that into someone that is new playing cEDH, they're just like, oh, you got them hooked.
Yeah, I think the last thing I'll say about this is, as someone who was a new player at cEDH once, and also like when I was teaching a bunch of people the format, I was trying to tell them like you need to find different ways to enjoy the game, because while we're playing the air quotes same format, it's really not.
Yeah.
It's not at all.
It's not at all.
And you also have to like, you can't be salty at the same things. You can't be.
Yeah.
Like, you have to understand that people are going to stop you, and the fun is not winning the game. The fun is getting through all of the things that stop you.
Yeah. I mean this like goes into like the whole like please don't ban Thoracle, because like Thoracle is like the period at the end of a sentence.
Yeah, exactly.
Of like the sentence is why we play cEDH. Like it doesn't matter how someone actually won the game. Yeah, the journey of like getting there.
The game.
Yeah. It's just so much better than like the end point, quote unquote.
And the thing that almost universally all new players to cEDH have said, be like, wow, there's just like so many game actions happening. And I was like, yeah, what turn is it? They're like, it's like turn 7. And I'm like
it's 3.
No, it's turn 3.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually his turn 3 and it's my turn 2.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, what?
I think Casting Cost kind of said it in their last video too. Was like, what cEDH is like a normal Commander game. We've just condensed it down.
And then somehow made it longer again.
Yeah, that's true. And then also, if you really want to get someone hooked, depending on the person, like get them in their first like counter war.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, that's so fun. They're like eyes glazed over and they're like, I have no idea what's happening. But like you just start seeing people like the minds start going and they're like, oh wait, I have to sandbag some stuff. Like I don't need to be the guy that needs to answer everything. And you're like, yeah, like let's do this.
I think it's funny, like we can talk about this all day, but like they put a counterspell in the stack. They're like, oh, this is free. Like I Force of Will, I pitch blue card. And they're like, anyway, counter your spell. And we're like, I have priority. They're like, what? And you're like, here's a spell. They're like, hold on, what happens to my Force of Will?
We're like, oh, that's buried.
Yeah, I was like, that's not resolving ever. I'm gonna win on top. Like, what do you mean?
The best is like when they get into their first counter war.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, sick, it's my time to shine. And they put a win on the stack, and it's like, oh no, that's only halfway through the stack. We have so much more. Like Waffle's notorious for this. Just like bury it. Yeah. It does not matter.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, just realistically, anything you can do to like get people hooked and as excited into the format as you currently are, right? If you are trying to build out the scene, obviously you are as
doing
hooked into what we are doing as we are.
You're doing something great for the community. You should keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Zach is weird had a comment on here about living in the North Bay area and trying to do this. And he also suggests leveraging like Discord. And then especially having patience with new players, because someone will show up with mono white stacks and or Krenko. But don't hate on goblin makers. That'd be pretty cool.
There is a Krenko player that's like actually performing with the deck, which is kind of crazy.
Dude, I really...
Or no, it's Muxus.
It is Muxus. Yeah, it is Muxus.
Oh
yeah, God. Every time I'm like, I want to play Goblin cEDH, Jason just links me Muxus, and I'm like, no, not that one.
Not like this.
I was really close to playing a Goblin cEDH deck in the Fringe Festival, but it's a background partner. So we're like, we're not allowed to do that. I was like, dang it.
All right, next question.
All right, sorry. One really other thing. What Zach was saying, like, utilize Discord. Start a Discord for your community. I know that the Denver community Discords haven't been as popping lately, but it is still how people communicate on how to, and like when people get there on Friday, being like, hey, I want to jam some games before the tournament. Is anyone able to get there?
Yeah.
And I know that previously the Discords were, since we're like pretty scheduled at this point, that Fridays and Saturdays are launching every time.
Yep.
But if your community is not like that, then having a Discord that people can access about when did meet up to jam games is the way to
ask
go.
your local game store if you can like put a cEDH like Discord QR code up somewhere.
Yep.
Be like, hey, do you want to play cEDH? Have you heard of it? Like, here, join here, and we'll just give you more information. That kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right. Now we're going to the next question.
Yeah, sorry.
Next question is from friend of the channel, Sterling.
Ooh.
With the idea that hybrid cards may become legal, are there any key cards that stick out to y'all? Vexing Shusher seems very strong, and could it even be a blue farm include?
So I don't think it'll see play in Blue Farm. I do think Shusher will see play in some decks, or at least tested in some decks.
Is Shusher seeing play now? Realistically.
It saw testing in Rogthras when the deck was getting developed.
Okay.
And it is no longer in that deck.
Okay. That is probably as much play as it's going to see when it
theoretically, like, that would be the deck to play it too, right? Because it has so much mana that it can access those Shusher activations.
There's an argument for Shusher plus Tithe or Cabbage.
Yeah, definitely.
But even so, it's still an activated ability. It still uses the stack. It still is like, okay, my stuff's uncounterable, which is like, we have that effect already.
We do.
And we have that effect in like Veil of Summer. That card's powerful because it's 1 mana.
We also have that access in Autumn's Veil, and no one is playing that unless you're playing mono green, right? And it's way cheaper, way more efficient, and way more surprising, right?
Right.
If we're talking about cards that I'm excited for, if this happens, it's Manamorphose.
100%.
100% that card is going to see play in Rao, Rogsai, Farm, basically anything that runs a top deck tutor in those colors.
Dude, Loomer might even play that card.
It's insane. Like Manamorphose, it's not going to break the format at all, right?
No.
But I think it is a very powerful card that people will have access to. It makes farms crack of LED for red so much better because you're going to be able to use, like, if you don't find your Final Fortune, you can convert your red mana into blue mana and then cast Born Upon a Wind.
Hey,
right?
you also draw a card?
Like, you draw a card. Like, Manamorphose is the real card that will see play in our format.
Yep.
The other ones that I would like just shout out is Luris.
Hold on. Also, Manamorphose, if you at all think that this change is going to go through, go buy 10 copies of the card. This is not financial advice, but go do that.
Yeah, here's your MTG finance for part of the show.
Like, seriously, like, if you don't have copies of the card sitting in your binder,
Agreed.
you should.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
It's very cheap, and there's like a special version of it, the Storm
it's the
version of it,
like a
X-Men version.
There's also like the old foil is really sick.
Yep. Sorry,
Luris.
and then the other cards that I think that might see play, Luris, is pretty interesting, like mono black decks or mono white decks.
Sure.
Or like low color decks. I also think Zerda seeing play in some of the Thrasios decks is interesting. I think specifically, Yoshi Thras might see play or might play Zerda.
Okay, I could see that.
And it lets you use some of like the vaults. It makes like Basalt Monolith a little bit better to like play in Kinnan, like that whole like, you want to add but you'd want to add like the Kinnan Basalt combo into Yoshi Thras, and then you could put Zerda to like overlap. So I think Zerda will see some testing. I don't necessarily know if it will end up landing in the format for sure.
What about Gyruda mono black?
That would be kind of sick. I don't know. Maybe not.
Probably not.
Probably not. Probably not.
I don't know. It kind of mills though. Like, I don't know.
Guttural Response will see play in some decks for sure. Some like mono red or mono green deck. Yeah, like Selvala might run Guttural Response.
I think the card's cool.
Interesting. Yeah.
I ran it in Corvold for a while and it like never felt bad.
No, it's like fine, right?
And that is playing, exactly how it feels.
Yeah,
it's fine.
But if you're playing low color decks and need access to something like that,
or non-blue.
Yeah.
Specifically non-blue. But I as far as like Vexing Shusher, it's a card that reads is very powerful, but it often just doesn't really quite do what you need to. I came up against the card in the Invitational against a Rogthras, and while they won that game, they did not win because of Shusher.
Right.
They had a Shusher And
I've definitely lost a game because of Shusher.
really,
Yeah, someone trolled me at Cookout.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's just it reads as powerful, but I don't think it's quite that powerful.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's just a little mana inefficient is the problem. The other like random shout is like maybe Spider Woman might see play
Oh yeah,
in like a low color blue deck,
right.
or a low color white deck. Maybe I think white has access to blind obedience, so probably not. But like a low color blue deck might.
I should play that in Tibet.
Yeah, it's probably worth it.
And put Mox Amber back in. Oh.
But yeah, I mean, realistically, it's more of if this happens, what will we have access to in the future? Because this has been kind of like chains holding Wizards back of developing cards.
Right.
And they were very open and honest about this, being like, we don't want to utilize this this thing because the most popular format doesn't gain access to these cards how we want them to gain access to it.
I feel like it's unlikely just because
Oh, I think it's very likely.
it adds so much confusion. It adds a lot of confusion. Like, think of the average casual player. We were just talking about casual players. I don't think that they have the right skill set to manage.
I don't know. I think like if you like say
We're going to see like a lot of Death
hey,
Ray
like
Shamans in decks that can't be legal.
That is true. Yes, we will
Right,
see
because
that.
that card has pips on the card, not just hybrid
I don't know
ones.
if I agree with like that. Like, okay, do you know anyone in our format, even brand new players that don't use Moxfield? Or that don't use like Architect?
Architect sucks, first of all.
Yeah, I agree, but like someone uses it, right?
I
Like
guess.
someone uses a build, like a deck tool that like if you have that deck, it's gonna be highlighted red and be like, hey, don't play this, dummy. Like,
I mean, I see people do it now where they select the dual lands that are like 30th anniversary and they say red and they just like leave them in their deck,
yeah,
which is like,
sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like that whole. I've heard that argument in like some other like casual podcasts being like, hey, this might be a problem, and I'm like, I don't know a single player that doesn't use like a deck.
Maybe that's
database.
true. I just think that like it adds confusion, and also I've said this before. I think it just feels wrong. Like, I don't want to see a green card in farm. I don't want to see.
get that.
I don't want to see
That
a
makes sense.
green color. Like if I were to put Yava Maya in farm, I am legally allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
But it does not feel correct.
Correct.
So like, therefore, I don't like it.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get that like it devalues the color.
The like sanctity.
Yeah.
of the,
Yeah. Sure.
Like the whole idea of color identity. You are intentionally breaking it. So like, while I might want Manamorphose in farm, to me, I don't want to see it because I'm like, oh yeah, I have to remember.
I have to run green.
Yeah.
Green.
Ew.
But yeah, I
Anyway.
think realistically it's Manamorphose. That
Sure.
card is will
Absolutely.
see play in our format everywhere, really. Specifically Ral. Oh, it's so good in Ral. It's so good
Krark.
in Ral.
Krark.
And Krark. Ugh. Every
Ew.
Krark deck gets access to Manamorphose.
What's our next question?
Your next question is from Jacob Goodwin. How many decks do you guys keep together at any one time? And how do you decide what deck you want to play for any one game? Just testing a certain deck, played it too frequently, just want something fun?
I am a forever brewer, so I'm constantly moving my decks around. Usually I have 3 to 4 kind of in rotation. I usually have like one that is my definitely, hey, I'm working on this to play in tournaments deck. And then I have some LobbyCon decks and then some pet deck, right? So I usually have Master Keys just kind of sleeved up because I enjoy the deck. That's just a pet deck that I accept is not good, but it's enjoyable to play. I usually have Gwenum just because the deck kind of functions.
And you're the only person that's put up results on Gwenum,
Yeah.
realistically.
I mean, there's a few people that have like tops. They've like won 60-person tournaments with it and stuff like
yeah,
that.
like
but
a 300 though.
Yeah. And just like Gwenum it's incredibly fun to play.
Yeah.
Whether again that deck is good or bad is to be seen. And then usually I have like my tournament grinder deck, which right now is Atraxa, but is probably getting switched to Chowder for testing purposes.
used to be a brewer in paper, but I have since realized that takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And maintaining a bunch of lists is very, very hard. I'm mostly brewing digitally right now, but I'm just like keeping all of my tournament decks together.
Yeah.
Like decks that I think I should be playing and I should be learning, like Farm. I think Tivit to an extent is probably maybe more of a meta call right now.
Yeah.
But I think it has some good fundamentals that I want to stay fresh on. And then, like I said, we were talking about Kinnan earlier. So I've got Kinnan together. So that like those are kind of my main 3 tournament decks right now.
Yeah.
Other decks that I have together are Maelstrom Wander, Glarb, Rongsai, Satya, and Jeskai Karark. But
Okay.
like those are my for fun decks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And even Glarb, like I feel obligated to keep it
Yeah,
together.
you're the Glarb father. You
Right?
have to. You actually have to keep that deck.
And like
together.
I'm silently kind of like working on it in the background.
Always.
And kind of going like, well, what do I need to change to make this palatable for others actually, not even for myself.
Yeah, what's really interesting with like Glarb is like people have kind of started asking about it a little bit more lately because we're like, hey, like play Control.
Like Tivit's putting up results. Why can't Glarb?
Exactly. And like
Yeah.
those decks don't feel exactly similar, but they have some of the same fundamentals and same aspects to them of playing like a hard Control deck, right?
Yeah.
And so I think it's really interesting that you're tinkering with Glarb again. I don't necessarily know if it'll see play, but it is interesting.
It's a good brain exercise to find
Yeah.
what's powerful in the format because you're always, essentially when you're brewing decks, you're trying to push power levels to as far as you can get them. And sometimes it's not far enough, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But like I'm working on that bird deck, right?
Wanshi Tong. By the way.
No.
Oh, the bird, dude. The bird.
The Choco. But like I've been talking with Spooky about it.
Yeah.
And Spooky's like, actually this deck is cool.
By the way, if you ever want like help or anything with like brewing,
A fringe deck.
Spooky is the person to do it. Like if you like give Spooky a sliver of an idea and they think it's cool, they're like, yep, let's do this. Like, let's do this.
He immediately cracked back with a deck list, and I was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, Spooky has some crazy builds out there.
But it's, I mean, for me, as far as like deciding what I'm keeping together and putting together, at this point, I think I want my main decks to be mostly real cards, and that's just kind of like where I'm at with my collection.
Oh, that's not me.
Sure, but I mean,
yeah.
Right now I have kind of around about the amount to keep 3 decks together with like the staples and like rocks and stuff. And yeah, they have to be like different colors because like I have a Trop Island, but like that doesn't help me with Tivit, for example.
Yeah.
And, like Tivit doesn't have any duels, but stuff like that. It just kind of like it feels right to have those 3 together right now, and like maybe Kinnan becomes Glarb again. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like
I also have Trog put together,
oh boy,
which the deck is interesting. It's fun to play. It's fun for me to play.
I think you should play the fast version of that deck.
The turbo version. Yeah, it's possible.
The fast mid-range version that I play. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I think that deck is like really fun. Like playing a ROG deck is insane.
It's a steamroller that you cannot stop because it's just it has too much.
Dude, I don't. You just have never lived until you've like cast an Obliterate in CEDH, and people are like, "What is this card?" And you're like, "We're resetting. Let's go."
My lands, creatures, and artifacts. You look down, and you're like,
"Oh yeah, Tevish is still here, buddy." And they're just
and he's like ticking up. Yeah, Tevish, dude.
But yeah, and then I also have Oops in a box proxied to see how that deck also plays. Because my friend in San Diego is like, dude, it's gas. It wins on turn 2 every game.
I think for decks that you are putting together, you probably need 2 meta decks.
Yeah, I agree.
Like real meta decks.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that I like a turbo deck that I have access to, and a mid-range / control deck that I like having.
Do you need like Chowder and Tivit?
Yeah. Chowder and something.
Tivit.
We'll figure it. I mean, it might be Control Farm. I don't know. We'll see. Or Marchesa, because that thing's a sick control deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out Jacob. I hope your 1L year in law school is
We love
going
Jacob.
splendidly. Okay. Rick Patron. things would you like to see? A set with cards that benefit monocolor decks? Something like if your commander's color identity is only this color, effect, cost reduction, extra effects, etc.
I have a lot of ideas on this.
We don't need that. We don't need that line of text because you just make the card like triple green or triple blue.
Yeah. That's true. I don't know. I started playing like Archer's Charm and Yoshi Thras, and that thing is triple green.
Well,
but it's Cradle. Yeah, Cradle is a thing for sure.
What do we want to see in the format?
I want, and I've said this before on episodes, I want more stuff that's like Carpet of Flowers, that is, it's cards that are developed that are better in 4th seat than they are in 1st and 2nd. I also have been very, very openly and honest about seeing a legitimately very good Reanimator target. I want Grizzlebrand back, but I would be accepting of a different one, right?
He can be trusted.
I can be trusted. I can be trusted to reanimate Grizzlebrand. It's fine. First of all, I also don't think it would be even good in our format. Like, legitimately, I don't think Grizzlebrand would see play. Number 3, I want to see a 1-mana multiplayer Thoughtseize.
1-mana multiplayer.
Yeah. And if we were to ever get that card, it would be in Lorwyn.
I have a hot take.
Sure.
Thoughtseize is good enough. And no one plays it.
What's crazy is after playing Cabal Therapist, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
It's good enough. Yeah, I agree. But I do think like a 1-mana, or I don't know if it even sees play at 2 mana, to do like a multiplayer, like look at all 3 hands, Thoughtseize.
Like 1 in a Phyrexian.
Yeah, something like that.
I also think Surgical Extraction's good enough, but no one's playing it.
Yeah, you got by one of those like 2 months ago, right?
I still won that game.
Yeah. No, we drew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't lose that game.
You did not lose that game. I kind of agree with you that Surgical Extraction is like kind of interesting for sure.
But like we need more cards that do unique things at low mana costs.
Yeah.
We don't need these like big 3-4 drops that are like Ice Tail Explorer. Like, yes, that card is very good in very certain circumstances, but like, is it a staple? No. Like, I understand that there's a difference between like printing a staple and printing cards that are good in specific strategies. But I would like to see the shifting of staples. I want there needs to be enough cards in the card pool that are good where I have to like make decisions. Like, should I be running Flusterstorm?
Yeah.
Should I be running Swan Song? Should I like?
Oh, that's the
right
other
now.
thing.
Like, there's nothing pushing those out of those decks, right?
I would like that cycle, the Swan Song Strix Serenade cycle. No, I think they could expand on it.
I don't think they're going.
I don't think they're going to, but I would like to see like a 1-mana counter target creature spell or sorcery or something like that. Like, I think like them to expand that cycle as a 1-mana cycle that you can pick and choose what you think is the best version of that, I think would be kind of cool, right? Like, counter target instant or triggered or activated ability.
They're doing this a lot with like.
I think that's interesting.
They're doing this a lot with like what is it, Spider Sense and stuff, where they have these like they're targeting triggered abilities, but they're always like overcosted.
They're just exactly. But if you give me like 1-mana counter target instant triggered or activated ability,
you're not going to get that. You see all the sets that are coming out? They're all they're all like Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. Like the master sets are gone. They're not doing those anymore.
Yeah.
And so like that's where we get a lot of the power from.
Yeah, but they're still doing like internal parts of sets, right? So like Cabbage Merchant was in the internal part of Avatar.
Yeah, but
and it's like stuff like that we might see.
We all know that card's like overhyped. It's not that.
It's not over. That card's really good. Card's really good.
It's okay.
I also give me a White Spirit Guide. Like,
true.
I want a White Spirit Guide. I just don't. That is where I would be like, where is that ever?
What I really want to see out of the format is more people push the boundaries of what's possible. I've talked about this on other podcasts and even our own as well. But pro players do not like to push boundaries to an extent because if you're winning, it's easy to just keep winning on what you're doing.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing with like competitive League of Legends and Counter-Strike and all these things where We've seen like League of Legends players, they don't know how to build properly because they're told to build one way.
Yeah.
And then they just build that way. And then all of a sudden, like mathematically, you know, our Lord and Savior LS shows us that it's like mathematically correct to not buy this certain item.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, huh, interesting. And then they buy something else and they're like, oh, well, I'm just like better now. But like, that's someone analyzing whatever format they're playing or whatever game they're playing and saying like, actually, there's like boundaries we could push.
Yeah.
So like I'm playing Strix Serenade right now in Tibet. That card has felt really, really good. I've countered so many artifacts with it that have like prevented me from losing the game.
Like a basalt or something like that.
Dude.
Yeah.
Or like an imposter mech, which is seeing a ton of play right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe Strix is like underplayed.
Yeah.
Because like players aren't pushing the boundaries of what they should be playing.
Yeah.
They're just playing the standard blue farm list or they're playing the standard Rogsai list or whatever.
I would like to see also a new type of spell pierce that's universal. That's like counter unless someone pays 2 no matter what. Just a strictly better spell pierce. Which, by the way, spell pierce is just underplayed right now. With the format speeding up, spell pierce has just gotten better, right?
Because I'm playing spell pierce.
Yeah, I think spell pierce is just incredible right now because people are really tight on mana, and spell pierce is just like a counter spell at this point.
Yeah.
What else do I think would be interesting? I would like to see another one mana bounce spell that's instant that can target your own thing. Right now we only have access to Chain of Vapor, and I was looking at Boomerang Basics, but it's sorcery and that feels awful.
Yeah.
But like having something that is just a 1 mana bounce spell for your own stuff is interesting to me.
I noticed that like when
I'm
we're
just
talking
saying
about
that
these
because I'm
things,
looking at
we're talking about like
Necrodom.
we're talking about like stack interaction mostly. That's kind of where our mind goes to. But we're not saying things like we don't need more draw engines. We don't need
I think we're good
more
there.
flash enablers. We don't like we're
Definitely not
we're
that.
fine with those like effects. Like we don't need more of those things.
I would like to see some more aggressively costed stacks pieces, like light stacks pieces that are like at 1 mana or 2 mana. Damping Sphere is really, really good. Or Wet Rock's really good right now. Vexing Bubble's seeing a lot of play.
Yep.
But something that's like similar in that like vein. I don't necessarily know what I'm looking for, but
I just really wish our
it's access.
overlords at Wizards were not afraid to print powerful cards.
Yeah.
And like I say afraid, they're not scared of it. They just refuse to. Like they're we get a powerful card once per set, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, when you hear like the set reviews, like we got spoiled in Avatar because there's a few cards for sure.
What did we get that was actual
Cabbage
power?
Merchant.
No, like actual power.
Cabbage Merchant.
No. Like even Wan Shi Tong is not that strong. Like it's good.
I agree. Oh, you mean like
I'm talking like
a Mox level event.
Yeah. Like
when's the
Vexing
last
Bubble
time?
is probably close, but it is very conditional. So like I'm talking like low cost or free or like when are we getting the next Force of Negation?
I mean,
or Force of Vigor.
We just have to wait for Modern Horizons, right? Like,
But that's not happening. That's the Hobbit. So we're gonna have to wait for like another.
Yeah,
like,
but you
Lord
don't
of the
know.
Rings.
Like the Hobbit, like dude, Lord of the Rings gave us Bowmasters in the One Ring, which our viewpoints in the One Ring are very low right now.
Bowmasters
And
are going down
Bowmasters
as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Born Upon a Wind.
But it did give us Born Upon a Wind. Yeah. Oh, I guess actually in Bloomburrow we got Floodcaller.
Okay.
That was a big one, right?
Sure. But even then, it's a 3-cost creature, right? Like
Yeah.
it's not inherently powerful. Like
Yeah.
I want real power.
Like I said, I want a 1 mana Thoughtseize that hits everyone. I think that's incredible.
Sure, but it's not like
It also
it's still
gives
not
black.
mana
Like,
rock powerful. It's still not like you know what I mean.
yeah, but it would see play in every black deck.
Sure.
And I think that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with that. Like I think that they're kind of afraid, but realistically, it's just Modern Horizons. We need to wait for the next Modern Horizons. deck.
We see these like
Or
spikes
set.
that happen when new sets come out, where people gravitate towards like a bunch of Avatar stuff that come out, and then you see the format retract in on itself. Right? Because we go like, oh, we're exploring what might be powerful or strong, and then we retract back to we've encapsulated 2 cards from that format, and then like that's part of our sphere of things that we play, and yeah, there's fringe strategies and stuff, but I'm talking about like the core of
cEDH,
means, right? So like they're not printing things directly into the core of the format. Like there's no very clear, oh my god, there's a new free counterspell, we're playing it. There's no like another 1 mana silence. Like we're not getting those cards.
Realistically,
and
we're
not
just
that we
getting
need
one
them necessarily. But like I think there's design space in those like actually powerful cards that is not being utilized.
Yeah, I think I like the design space that's like redirect lightning, right? Like where that card will not see play in 20 card or in 60 card formats. But in our format, it's like, oh, we can look at this because like 5 life doesn't really matter to us all that much.
Yeah.
And so like if they design cards that they can put into 60 card formats that are like good for us but bad for them, I think that's a crazy good design space that I want them to explore.
But even Flood Color is not like it's not like an Underworld Breach. It's not Necropotence. It's not.
I would put it up there with Breach. Like Flood Color is a crazy card.
Flood Color is great.
Like I don't think that there's very many decks that can run Flood Color that are not running Flood Color.
I'm not running into it. But
sure.
Yeah, I get your point. I get your point. Anyway, that's what we want to see. We want to see more powerful cards in our format, regardless of what that looks like.
Yeah.
I think that's good for questions for now. We'll try to wrap up some of these other questions. We always like to spend a lot of time on these and chat with the community and stuff.
True.
But we'll keep moving on. I think we've got some other tabs to hit. What is this? Gene
Pollinator.
Oh, Eugene, dude.
The Eugene Pollinator.
Emily, could you read this card for us?
Sure. This is Gene Pollinator. For 1 green, you get an artifact creature that is a robot insect. You can tap Gene Pollinator and tap an untapped permanent you control to add 1 mana of any color. It has power, toughness, or 1 power, 2 toughness. It's a 1/2.
Is it an artifact?
Artifact creature.
It's an artifact creature. This was seeing play in one of the top 4 decks at Frenzy.
Was it Rogthras?
I think it might have been Rogthras.
Sure.
I think this card is starting to see a little bit more play because of Badger Mole Cub.
Turns on Mox.
Turns on Mox Amber or Mox Opal. Usually for us, it doesn't really matter to like tap an extra permanent because usually there's like a fish or a Ristic or a Necropotence or something like that just like does not matter.
Ristic for mana is weird.
Yeah. It's also a 1 mana dork that doesn't die to Bowmasters as easily as normal, which is I'm just saying like it is a thing that people are thinking about. And it top 4'd in Frenzy, so I think
sure.
I mean it's an interesting idea. I don't necessarily know if I would run it because I'm pretty low on dorks right now. I think they're not great. But yeah, I mean, it's all play, and I think that it's like nice to give a shout out.
It's interesting. It is an artifact, so like that enables Opal, like we said, but also Grinding Station. Just kind of a weird thing. If you're playing Time Civ for some reason, you could Time Civ it.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate it either.
Yeah.
Time Civ is... Oh, I love that card.
It is good.
I don't know. Gene Pollinator is a cool card. I could see how it's like... Maybe sometimes it's bad. Because if you have like land Gene Pollinator and you don't have another
permanent.
But even if you just have like another land on your turn 2.
Yeah. Or like you just like hit like a Lotus Petal that you don't want to sack, but you can like...
It's probably fine most times. Yeah. What was the card that that's like mill a card like make a mana?
Oh, Molt Tender.
Yeah, dude.
Where's
that card?
No, Molt Tender is like exile a card from your graveyard, make a mana, or it can tap and mill a card.
Yeah, like, but where's that card though?
In my Glarb list that I was playing with.
Yeah, and was it good?
I don't think I played it. I don't think I ever saw it really.
But this is like the same conversation we just had.
Yeah.
I wish, like, I understand there's design space to be used here. But, like, they could just make this card more powerful.
Yeah.
And, like, they didn't, which is fine. I understand there's a balance for their formats, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah. This is Molt Tender. This is Emily just pulled this up for us.
Not mole tender.
No, not. It's Molt Tender.
But like, Molt Tender doesn't see play.
No.
And
I mean,
Gene
like-
Pollinator probably won't see that much play either.
Yeah, I just don't I don't really like dorks right now. After turn 1, they feel so bad to play. They feel so bad to play after turn 1.
It feels very weird to play them in Kinnan.
Yeah.
But like, it's objectively correct.
The only time, you know what? I've been doing a lot of like gold fishing on Chowder,
Soul searching.
and the only dork that feels good to play is Deathray Shaman on like after turn 1 because you can use black mana
I
to
think
cast it.
Halfling's okay too.
Yeah, but like, you can use black mana to use like you have access black mana because of Culling the
Sure.
Week and Dark Ritual and all these things. And then you can also use that black mana to convert it into a Culling the Week or a Diabolic Intent or something like
Yeah.
that. So like, but using like the green mana dorks just feel so bad after turn 2, really.
Yeah, and like Halfling is okay because it's a 1/2 and it has like restrictions, but also it has power, so like I like it for that reason. And it has a very real decision of, does my deck care enough where I run this?
Yeah.
And like that's a great design space. Like that's exactly what our format needs. And I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
It makes your Atraxa uncounterable.
Yeah. It makes I mean like One Ring,
Yeah, for
Unravel
sure.
too, like stuff like that. It's just-
Necrodome.
Yeah, and like there's real reasons to play that card, but Gene Pollinator, while it's cool, it's kind of fringe.
Yeah,
you know?
it's definitely fringe. But I don't know. I'm cool. I'm glad that it's seeing some testing for sure.
What's this other card? Generous Plunderer?
Generous Plunderer.
Is that right?
Yes.
Emily, can you tell us what this card does?
Yes. Okay. So here we have Generous Plunderer for 1 and a red. It is a creature, human rogue specifically. It has menace. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may create a treasure token. When you do, target opponent creates a tapped treasure token. Whenever Generous Plunderer attacks, it deals damage to defending player equal to the number of artifacts they control. And it's a 2/2.
So this was seeing play in the Niv deck, just to get access to a little bit more mana consistently as like a mana generator.
It's on attack, it creates a token?
It's
or-
on upkeep. Upkeep, you get a treasure, and an opponent gets a tapped treasure. I know that Niv also was playing Curse of Opulence, which
Yeah,
I do think Curse of Opulence is an underplayed card in our format right now.
I think
Specifically in ROG decks, I think it's
Curse of Opulence is
underplayed.
fine. What's the other one that's like 1 in a red where it's the background?
Oh, Guild Artisan.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
a little underplayed. as
I
well.
also think Guild Artisan's underplayed, especially in ROG decks again, right?
Yeah, like I was playing Guild Artisan in Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's unblockable. So like you always get the 2 treasures, and
Isn't it? It's on attack or is it on damage? I think it's on a.
I think it's on damage.
Okay.
But either way,
Maybe not
like
wrong decks,
he's unblockable, right?
Yeah.
No, wait.
Yeah. No, I think it's on
It's on,
attack.
it's on attack.
It is on attack
But
because
I guess what I'm saying is like he doesn't typically die.
Guild Artisan.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, this card.
Can you read it?
Oh, I was still unmuted.
Awesome.
Commander creatures you own have, whenever this creature attacks a player,
Yeah.
if no opponent has more life than that player, you create 2 treasure tokens.
Yeah.
I was running in
think-
Norman because like while he's unblockable, like and it's on attack, he just has no chance of dying through
Yeah,
combat.
for
Like,
sure.
So you just make the 2, and like this refunds itself,
It refunds itself, right?
which is great.
And then like the next turn, you gain access to 2 more treasures, which is just like really good, right?
Yeah.
Again, like I think that this and Curse of Opulence specifically, I think should be seeing a lot more play in ROG decks too. Like, I think Curse of Opulence, if you give players access to gold tokens, treasure tokens, I don't know if there's very many people that can say no to that. And I think that
Well, we've
there's
already
a
seen
lot
it
of
with, like,
times.
Tataru Taru, right?
Yeah, there's a
And
lot
that's,
of times.
That's card draw, but
Oh, for sure. There's just like a lot of times where you like play this on turn 2 and like you untap with 3 gold. and you're just like, that's crazy, you know, like, because like everyone is so greedy
Even
that
more
they're
because
like,
this is 1 mana.
yeah, exactly. Like you play this, you attack, and you gain access to that mana right away.
Yeah.
I have been kind of looking at this card a little bit more lately, just because mana is so necessary. And I also think that people are greedy, and I think they'll give you extra gold. So I think like all of these cards that are like mana generation type things are seeing a little bit more testing because we are so tight on mana lately.
Gold tokens are so weird, dude. You don't have to tap them.
That is true.
It just doesn't.
You know
it
what?
just
You know
say
what's crazy, dude? You can use your gene pollinator to tap your gold token.
Yeah.
It just says sacrifice this token.
Yeah, so you can use your gene pollinator.
This is a Walverd situation. But like through blind obedience though, like you even just
It's
tap
fine.
gold
Yeah.
and just sack it.
That's LED too, right? LED, you
Yes.
just have to sacrifice it. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm going to be testing this card in a deck soon.
What deck?
Oops.
Oh no, not that deck.
Yeah, it's kind of sick though.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is pretty much all we have. I think we covered a lot of stuff today, and we've been known to run into the 2-hour mark, but I think we're only at like an hour and a half right now.
Oh,
So-
dude, people are going to get mad at us for a short episode.
I know. They're like, oh, we're not getting our money's worth, and I'm like, this is free.
Yeah, also the roads in Denver are very scary to drive on today. So
Yeah.
we got started relatively late today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot going on, kind of, but like we're chilling out. We have tournaments coming up. Are you playing locals Friday, Saturday?
I'm playing on Friday, not Saturday. Saturday I have Friendsgiving number 2 to go to, and then number 3 the weekend afterwards, which is crazy. But yeah.
What are you playing this weekend?
If I can get the cards together, Chowder, I think I might need to borrow some cards from Jason.
I think Tivit's going to be open this weekend if you want to play it. So I'm probably not going to play it.
Possibly. Are you playing Kinnan this weekend?
I either will be playing Kinnan or Farm, I think.
Okay.
And Farm, I don't know. I just keep goldfishing and it still feels...
Yeah, I mean, it's farm.
Excellent.
Like, it's insane.
I mean, you say that, but like...
It's insane.
You just have to remind yourself that, this is what I'm playing against.
I have a 100% win percentage on farm.
You played it one time.
Yeah, 100% win percentage.
You played it one time. In fact, one time on camera on MTG Basics, and I handed you. He's like, I don't want to play this.
I don't
was
want
like,
to play this.
I was like, I promise you'll win. He's like, okay.
Yeah, and I won on turn 3. Yeah, it was the deck is
We're
dumb.
like, oh yeah,
the deck
we're
is so insane. Oh, we had a question about what else I want to see made. Like, what other things I want to see in a format. I would like to see a blue-red commander that's 5 colors.
Ooh.
It literally doesn't matter what the card does. It could be a vanilla.
You know what they should never print?
What?
A black-red commander that's 5 colors.
Why?
Because black-red are all the rituals. So like it doesn't matter. Like they could overcost the shit out of it, and like you'd still play it.
No. I want just blue pip, green, or blue pip, red pip.
Oh, okay.
That's 5 colors. Nightlocker posted it on their Twitter, and I was like, I think that's sick.
We have Minstrel already though.
Yeah, but like having blue red pip, you gain access to
Flare,
SWAT, and Fierce. It's pretty nuts, dude. It's pretty nuts.
I don't think they could do that.
I mean,
I think they know.
Realistically, we're close to seeing that just because, like, if we get a 2-mana commander from like the Ninja Turtles, that's just blue red, and then it can friends with the 5-color commander.
Oh,
Like we could be seeing it not that far away.
Hey, or you could just play Crom.
Yeah, but I want green.
No. No.
Yeah, I want
Green.
Tinderwall and I want Manamorphose.
Those are the cards I like out of green.
Yeah.
Like Tinderwall, Metamorphose,
I want Cabbage Man still.
Culling Ritual. Don't care.
Culling Ritual is insane. Noxious Revival is really good. Shifting Woodlands is really
I think
good.
Noxious Revival is borderline uncuttable in green.
Yeah,
It's really close.
I agree with that. It makes it so you don't have to play Savines in some of your like piles in 5-color. It's a little bit more difficult, but it's like more you can utilize the card a little bit better.
It's a
too.
card like Get Probe that
Yeah.
I really, really like, and you might hear more about that next week. But Get Probe is like, for me, it doesn't matter what archetype I'm playing right now. Like,
Dude,
unless I'm playing Rogfrast, like I'm playing Get Probe.
Just the fact that you can like offer it.
I mean, that's cool.
Those like one like Phyrexian mana spells.
Yeah.
They're just so versatile because there's always the access of being like, all right, here's a blue mana
You can
to make
pay
two
for them
whatever.
and cast them and resolve them through Bauble.
That is true.
Which is very, very important.
Oh, also, a crazy highlight in Chowder is Lavinia. Lavinia hoses so much of the format right now. It's really good. It's a pseudo silence.
I really don't think that the hard stacks pieces are where it's at right now.
I don't think of it like a hard stacks piece.
But it is.
It's a pseudo silence that can also do other things.
I'd rather play like literally Grand Arbiter is I think it's any deck that can play Grand Arbiter should be playing it right now.
Yeah, but like Sisay can just act like if you activate with just a 3-power Sisay, you can get Lavinia and
But that means you have to that's 5 mana to get a 2 mana thing.
Tithe,
like,
dude.
That's
Tithe
so
and
bad.
Cabbage Merchant, dude. Mana is aplenty, bro.
Never resolving.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think that Lavinia, like goldfishing Lavinia has felt really good. Specifically in the bad matchups of like Atali and Ral.
Sure.
Like
well, they have a hard time dealing with it.
Yeah.
Even though they're in red, like they still have to find the red blast.
They have to find the red blast for sure.
Or the bolt.
And usually neither one of those decks are like mulliganing. Like that's the first card to go in their mulligans.
Yeah.
It's like a bolt, right?
I'm really liking cards that allow my opponents to still play the game, but slow them down. And I think this is like I'm more leaning towards tax than stacks as far as Tivit goes. Like, yeah, Dranith is a stacks piece, but like even so, that's pretty much the only stacks piece I run. I run like Graph Digger's Cage, but like that doesn't really come out that often.
Yeah.
And like I'm more focused on Weathered Runestone and Grand Arbiter, just like.
Sure.
I need to
or
make
Damping
things.
Sphere. Damping Sphere is so good.
Sorry, I meant Damping Sphere over
Okay.
Runestone. But yeah, Damping Sphere and GA.
Yeah.
The other GA.
The fourth.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, GA4, dude.
Yeah. It's just like people don't expect it, and then it resolves, and they're like, oh shit, like I need to do my math differently.
Yeah.
And then you go, make game actions.
Yeah.
I need a game action. And they're like, my line doesn't work now. I'm like, okay, I don't care.
You're like, okay, then pass, dude.
Then pass.
Then pass. It's my
and you
turn now,
untap,
friend.
You're like, okay.
Here's the second one.
Just stuff like that. It's I mean, I think that's where the control is like finding its angle right now.
Yeah, I played a control deck on Sleeves and Dweebs last night with Jordan. I played Master of Keys, Esper, like hard control, which realistically probably should just be playing Tivit, but it's Master of Keys is my baby.
Well, the nice thing is you can take Tivit, go here's the
just
20,
like slot
here's
it
the
in.
20 cards. I switch in the rest.
It's not even 20. It's like literally
probably
5.
Like 10. Yeah.
It's just the anime dead spells,
And
right?
Abdel.
And Abdel. Like that's the only things that you have to get rid of that
And
in that
monologue
deck.
tax or whatever you run.
Monologue tax is kind of sick though. It's kind of sick. You need like Esper is so desperate for mana sometimes.
No, Esper is desperate for win cons, dude.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not-
why
it's-
Abdel's there, dude. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
But
I
like
get your point.
playing hard control Esper like permission.deck felt incredible last night.
Yeah, I mean, Tivit sometimes is like I'm playing permission, but other times I'm just like I'm going to remove the thing that is either annoying me or I'm going to counterbalance it or I'm just
Yeah. Dude, even Jordan, like in the middle of our first game, Jordan's like, I've never seen you play a control deck and it's actually terrifying.
yeah.
And you're like, yeah, like this is my actual home, dude, is playing control, dude. And he's like, I don't like this.
So that's where you and I align, and we probably should work more together on these type of decks. And
Yeah.
and yeah.
It's probably why I'm so high on Orange Chant, dude. That card is so good, dude.
Unless you just randomly cast it and it gets
directed
swatted back to you.
Oh no, you're just like, no.
Yeah, that happened to me against Jason. That was very cool. Yeah.
What's worse, getting a Peer into the Abyss swatted or a Orange Chant swatted?
Peer, for
Peer.
For sure.
Yeah, Peer's really bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to say, like, there's a lot of people out there saying, like, it feels weird, like how Turn Order Simulator, the format is right now. Play a hard control deck and you won't ever lose those games.
No, I
Like,
think I have lost officially 2 games on Tutor.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're both top 4s.
Just like having that much agency, just like it just feels so safe. Like you just feel like you're in a blanket, you know? You're just like, no one can hurt me here. You know, like,
Yeah, you have too many tools just to stop people,
Yeah.
and then if that ends in a draw, like okay, but
You're,
if
like,
you can,
fine with
if you can
it,
get any
right?
wins, then
yeah.
then you make top cut. And
Yeah.
then your deck overperforms in top cut.
True. Big true. Because people
That's-
start playing way more responsible, and you're like, oh, I don't have to counter everything.
That's the thing.
problem.
That's what I encounter with Glarb. It's like if I can get out of Swiss, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine. Like as soon as I get out of Swiss, I'm good. But the getting out of Swiss thing is the hard part, and this is why we cannot have sideboards. We cannot I can't
that's
change
true.
my deck between Swiss.
You're like,
and,
I can't switch from a turbo deck
It's just like
to
all.
control.
It's just all win cons and then all control.
That'd
We
be
can't-
fascinating. I don't think.
No,
Yeah, I agree.
It would not be that fascinating. It would be very, very bad.
Yeah, you just like see like farm take out all of their turbo cards and are like, all right, now we're gonna play permission mid range farm.
Yeah.
And you see Maddie or Sky's list, and you're like, oh no, like, oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see the down points of sideboards there. That's Bring us just wish boards, no sideboards then.
Oh boy.
Just wish boards.
All right. Well, if you have any final questions for us or questions for next week, we'll post the link to this thread in the description of this video. Otherwise, we have tons more content coming out. We have that Kinnan video. I think we have more gameplay that Jordan's working on. Jordan's also working on a
Jendargo.
Jendargo, but like the what can I think of? Like what that series is? The fundamentals.
Fundamentals. Oh, Jason gave us a fundamentals video that's
Uneditable, unwatchable to anyone with a unless you're on like 30 milligrams of Adderall, you cannot watch it. I'm going to have an editing nightmare.
I haven't seen it, but Jason was like, yeah, I sent him an hour and a half video just on necropotence. And I was like, oh my God.
No, he didn't send it to me. He recorded it at my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was like, yeah, just record like 20 minutes. He's like, oh, okay. And then he keeps going. And I'm like, I just walked away.
And he's like, this is the best card in our format, and it's not even close.
Yeah, my
which
parents
is
are
true.
like, is Jason still here? And I'm like, yeah, he's recording. Like,
recording.
He's in the tank.
He's in the tank about necropotence, which like
you should listen to that video.
You should listen to that video because he is probably the best necropotence player in our format. Like
very, very high up. but like, good luck retaining that information.
Yeah.
And then you resolve a necro, and you're like, oh, what did Jason say? Like,
you're like, what am I supposed to do with this top deck tutor? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's trying to talk me off of playing Worldly Tutor in Chowder.
Sure.
And I was like, I think the benefits of being able to Worldly Tutor a Flood Caller.
No, bro, you have the Worldly Tutor in the command zone. What are you doing?
That's not true. You can't
the
Worldly
Sisse
Tutor.
argument.
No, but you can't get Flood Caller.
Well, that's your problem.
Yeah, true. But no, I think like Necropile, Worldly Tutor, Flood Caller, Necro for one more, like so you access your Flood Caller, like guaranteed. Like having another card that does that is good.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see this weekend.
We'll test it.
All right. That's all for now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.